It can be one of the biggest bugbears in a relationship, when one partner keeps the other awake through loud snoring. We asked people in Norwich if they get disturbed in the night.
If I'm snoring, he lays
I'm
awake.
a light sleeper, so she keeps me awake, yeah. But I forgive her.
It's usually her that snores, but
I do not
you
snore,
do. You
I
snore
snuffle.
like a rhinoceros
I do not.
in a blender.
You are the
It's
one.
just awful, and it's usually her. But last night I got her back.
Am I being honest? Just losing sleep a bit, but I mean, I know that. I'm sorry. I know that he can't really help it.
But it can prove to be no laughing matter. Figures from the Sleep Awareness Project estimate around 40% of men and 24% of women are chronic snorers. And snores exceeding 40 decibels are considered potentially harmful to getting your 40 winks.
Generally, the partner will say, it's driving me mad. It's like sleeping with a walrus or, something like that. So it's just disturbing the other person's sleep. So when you're sleep deprived, you can imagine that creates like frustration, stress, anger and things like that.
Nick Davies is a sleep hypnotherapist who says that stress levels are often linked to snoring.
People, when they're stressed, they'll do what we call apical breathing, which is where you breathe in the top apex of the lungs. So it'll be shoulder and chest breathing. Like this. So what we do is we do diaphragmatic breathing, where we breathe right down, pushing the diaphragm down. So we breathe in and we push our stomachs forward. So when we breathe in, we go to draw the air into the bottom 2/3 of the lungs, and that activates the parasympathetic nervous system in the brain, which produces calming chemicals and allows us to feel more relaxed, so we get a better night's sleep.
While mild snoring can be at the less serious end of the spectrum of sleep disorders, some conditions can have an all-consuming impact on someone's life. Rachel Raja has a genetic condition with symptoms similar to narcolepsy, meaning she's prone to suddenly falling asleep at inappropriate times during the day.
I could go out with my friends to parties and really easily just go and sleep in a corner whilst I was out. But on the opposite end, then I would have times of insomnia, so I wouldn't be able to go to sleep. I think it took probably only until very recently that I was open enough to actually tell people I had a sleep disorder, because instantly people come back and say, oh, I have trouble sleeping as well. Oh, I can't sleep in the nights. And to try and describe, actually, it's not just about trouble sleeping in the nights, that you have these drop attacks, you can't process things, short-term memory loss. I think my biggest worry is, and probably will always be, that people will just see the sleep disorder first before they see me.
So a lack of a decent slumber can have far-reaching consequences and should never be taken for granted. So those who find themselves restless at night are urged to seek help, so they can sleep soundly once again. Nick Smith, ITV News.